All right. So I said, where is Tee Grizzley paperwork? Oh my God, they won't let me. Yo, I gotta let you know. Wack has called in, I gotta let y'all know. Me and Wack, I fuck with Wack. And Wack has kind of called in the, yo, Act, this is getting serious. Yo, we got a relationship. I don't want you to play the middle on this. You fuck with me or nah? And he's kind of almost like, he's asked me to kind of like just chill out of like even talking about that situation anymore. But Tee Grizzley niggas keep sending me shit.
Been thugging it out through the mud with this YouTube shit, man. Scoop really been on this shit, man.
That Gaston nigga been on it. Hey.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This your boy BT Scoop back with BT Scoop TV, man. And today I got another one for y'all, man. This another good one. We got Akademiks letting us know that Wack 100 done said, man, bro, hey, you either gonna be on this side or that side. You gonna be with them or you gonna be with me. I thought we was homies, man. This all stemming from after Wack 100 allegedly ran, the paperwork on Tee Grizzley, which the guy Dawgface, salute the Dawgface, he basically exposed Wack 100 for fake paperwork. You get what I'm saying? So, man, I'm guessing Wack 100 is telling Akademiks, bro, either you rocking with me or you rocking with them. Who is you rocking with? I don't know, man. Just keeping it real. We're going to call a baller, strike, man. But before we get into this content, though, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Go down there and smash that subscribe button for your boy, man. We keep going up, man. Hit that like button and hype this video up, man. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this Akademiks, bro. See what he talking about. See what Wack done sent him or text him or called him and said, man. You know how Wack get down, bro. If you ain't with Wack, then it's, yeah.
If I was instigating at first, but I'm gonna just like fall back. Wack was just like, yo, bro. You know how Wack does. So anyway, I told Wack, I'm like, I really don't care that much, but if you feel that it's, it's going off the rails and it's going, and I think that probably had to do with the picture of the airport thing. I'm like, Wack, I'll fall back, but I will say, Tee Grizzley and I believe Dawgface, they're not. Anyway, I'll play this last video. I'm not even gonna call Wack about it. And I don't know where it's going now, but chat, we're going to just move on to greener pastures, okay? Let's just think about it like that. Anyway, look at the video.
Nah. Go ahead and salute yourself, bro, because you did your job, bro. You put that pressure on Wack. You and Dawgface both put that pressure on Wack. But they, hey, it seems like you playing the 50, evening out. That's how you supposed to do, man, when you a hip-hop journalist and a blogger, bro. You can't play no sides, man. Akademiks, you know what you did, bro. You really wanted to see that paperwork, bro, and you basically exposed Wack 100 with Dawgface, bro. All y'all did that together, but let's keep it going.
Oh, so this guy, I'm telling you, they text me every day. They're like, yo, look, it's an act. Tell Seti Nash, Flacco, and Wack, a.k.a. Wackisha. I got 50,000 to either one of them who could beat me in a 6, 8, or 10 round boxing match. They don't got to put up no money. If they win, they walk out the ring with 50K. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. And again, I'm staying out of this and I'm kind of trying to move on to greener pastures. As I said, I'm pretty transparent. Wack has kind of called it in. He feels that, I forgot what he said. He feels that I'm putting him in situation. You want me to read the text message? I'll tell you.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you what he said. And I'm going to read in a Wack voice, too. By the way, Wack sent me every address these guys may have ever had. So Wack is taking this ultra serious.
So Wack 100 is mad now because these guys are basically trying to, they forcing you to show the work, bro. That's all you got to do, man. Now you getting personal. He's taking this personal. I guess the picture at the airport, Wack 100 really didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody get caught slipping, man. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be a little bit more smooth than that. Even though nothing happened in that situation, though. You get what I'm saying?
I think Wack got surveillance on them. I'm not going to cap with you. Okay. So he said, what'd he say? Okay. And this is when I said, all right, you know what, I'm gonna just exit left on this because in my mind, right, I think Wack is doing content, but sometimes Wack goes from content creator to super street nigga, and I don't know when he goes from there. But he said yo, said this what something sending. I know what it means. I guess he's talking about the picture. He says, and this is where I just exited, right? He's like, you're fueling something that's gonna end up in a murder with that picture shit. I'm like, what? I'm fueling a murder? I'm like, no, I'm good now. He's like, you're fueling a murder. He's like, dog. He said, Dawgface is a blogger. He's been chasing a name for years. He don't care, and you gotta care, bro. But fuck it. When it happens, the blood will be on your hands. I don't want no blood on my hands. What the fuck? Just
How is he fueling a murder, bro? Like, he just running content to keep it a band, bro. You texting him this right here, and he putting it on the internet. That only tells me one thing. Nothing is about to happen out of this, bro. I don't even understand why, you know what I'm saying, Wack mad, bro. I guess he felt like he done lost that paperwork war with Tee Grizzley, man. Now he ready to die about it.
know that. He said, but, and I guess I had made a joke, and I do want to, I want to let everybody know, I'm making a joke just about, because I've said this before. It was a joke I've made, like, even on No Jump when Wack was there in the room. I was just like, damn, the niggas who fucked with Wack, they went to jail. Like, I'm like, yo, that's kind of like lit. Yo, when you don't got to do nothing to your ops and then go to jail, that's kind of lit. But like, I don't think Wack is a federal agent, just to let you know. Even though I know there's rumors. I don't believe that. Anyway, Wack wasn't fond of my joke.
Y'all let me know in the comment. Do y'all think Wack 100 is a federal agent? Leave it in the comment section, man. Hey, we all got a right to our opinion, bro.
So he says the picture thing is gonna result in a murder, and I'm like, and he says it's gonna be on my hands, and I don't want to be on my hands. and he says, yo, he says, but please refrain. He says you can't joke about me about no Fed shit. I get my info the same way you.
And he gets mad, boy, when people call him the police, boy. He don't like that. And, you know, well, nobody like being called the police, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not the police. But when you got, you know what I'm saying, like, certain situations insinuating that you are, you know what I'm saying, that you are it, bro, you prove it that you're not, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to prove it. Just like you got to prove that Tee Grizzley is a rat. Where that paperwork at?
Get it. And anybody else in the public gets it. We get it from public record. And I do agree with that. For the most part. Because sometimes they send him stuff that I can't verify. I don't know. But then he says, act. He said, do I look stupid? Detroit can't build Detroit. That's why he wants me to build this guy. So, because I was trying to tell him, I'm like, yo, honestly, I cover rappers. And I guess what Wack is saying to me is that, yo, you keep bringing up this Dawgface guy. Nobody cares about him. If it was Tee Grizzley, we would get it. And I told Wack before, I said, yo, well, Tee Grizzley is putting Dawgface as his mouthpiece. Like, anything Dawgface is saying.
I told y'all, Dawgface got a, you know what I'm saying, he got a position over there in the Grizzly gang with Tee Grizzley, bro. He ain't just no Rudy Poo. They trying to make it seem like he just a Rudy Poo, bro. If you type in Dawgface name, bro, he got a whole lot of interviews on major platforms, bro. So they be trying to downplay that man, bro. He one of them guys out there in Detroit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He real aggressive. That's for one. But I understand because he, you know what I'm saying, he got this up right here. That's how he feel right now. He got the upper right now, bro. You can't blame that man for going the way he going. He going super hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guessing he tired of setting ass Flacco and Aunt Hefe. You know, they ain't saying nothing about the paperwork no more. They just talking about how whack it is for them to be taking a picture at the airport of Wack 100 and not doing nothing. Who gonna do something at the airport, bro? Fight and go to jail, extra charges, extra money, man. Come on, bro. Them boys ain't wanting to fight you, Wack. They want to do something else to you. That's what I'm thinking. You get what I'm saying?
I'm assuming Tee Grizzley standing behind or is in the know of, but he's speaking for Tee Grizzley. And I think Wack is just saying, like, bro, if Tee Grizzley's not speaking, why are you posting this guy? And essentially to the point where he's like, yo, Tee Grizzley's trying to use me and use you to build this guy. Well, that's his theory, I guess. He's like, yo, Detroit can't build Detroit. He wants me to build his guy, and you're entertaining it like you're part of their plot. And I'm like, what? I'm not part of these guys' plot. Like, here's the thing. For me, I feel like people think that I'm like some shill or like some pawn to Wack. And I'm like, no. Me and Wack are cool. We're friends. But when it comes to like most of these stuff, like I'm also trying to be.
Right now, I'm gonna keep it a band. You know what I'm saying? You exposing that you not just one-sided, bro. You gave Dawgface the platform. I guess you going with what's right. I salute you for that, bro. You know, you feel I got a feeling that you feel like that Wack don't got the paperwork.
Fair, right? Because like, and this is like the silver lining with Wack, right? When Wack Wack sent me the stuff with Tee Grizzley. I didn't care about bringing up shit about Tee Grizzley. I don't think Tee Grizzley's. I like Tee Grizzley. Like we talked about mukbangs and Fortnite and GTA. Mm-hmm. Wack kind of wanted that out, and this is the only thing I think with Wack. I gotta have a bigger conversation with him. Is like when you come on my platform is then weaponized because I don't know nothing about Tee Grizzley being a rat. When you say it on my platform is saying he's a rat. So I have to be fair to either push back or allow Tee Grizzley to say, yo, T, niggas is saying you a rat on my platform. Are you going to respond? T has hit me directly multiple times.
Wack got multiple platforms that he does like that. Akademiks, which Akademiks ain't going for it. Now that you see Akademiks like, hey, bro, this, you know, it don't seem like this right. Then they got No Jumper. Then they got Vlad TV. No Jumper, he get to run whatever he want to run up there. Right, wrong, fake, real, or whatever. Wack 100 is basically his platform to push crazy narratives, bro. Push his narratives, I should say.
I'm saying I am responding, but I'm not going to get in the circus. I don't want to be arguing with Wack because it benefits him. I will tell you who will represent my points, and he picked this guy. So this guy here, like, it's not like I just randomly brought him up. Tee Grizzley is on. T has hit me directly multiple times saying, I am responding, but I'm not going to get in the circus. I don't want to be arguing with Wack because it benefits him. I will tell you who will represent my points, and he picked this guy. So this guy here, like, it's not like I just randomly brought him up. Tee Grizzley has picked this guy to say he represents my side of the story.
That's his
so
voice.
That's the only thing with Wack. I'm like, yo,
that.
Wack, you can't say stuff against people, and when they try to defend themselves, you're like, yo, no, this is how they're defending themselves, right? So, you know, anyway, finish reading. He's like, it feels like you're part of their plot. He said, nigga screams my woman's name. Now, and honestly, I get what Wack is saying there. Like, trust me, everybody, I don't care, gangsta or not, we all have a soft spot for a woman we care about. And if we're arguing as men, if somebody brings up your girl, like, yo, your girl sucked my dick or something, like, it just fucking, it turns it to something else. So I get that, but, you know, and I wish Dawgface wouldn't bring up his woman, honestly, or...
That's a fact, but that's a way for him to spin, you know what I'm saying, and make it seem like it's something that is not, when to take the focus off the main focus, you know what I'm saying, the main priority of this situation. He went, man, he's saying something about my girl. Oh, it's up there. He ready to go kill now. But when the mud, I don't get it. You got to do better than that, my guy. You can't do it like that, man.
Tee Grizzley's people, or let's say Tee Grizzley, because I'm associating whatever with Dawgface with Tee Grizzley. I would hope they don't bring up Wack's woman, because I hear Wack's point.
Leave the ladies out of it.
But I don't think that's the major point of why these conversations shouldn't continue. Like, we're not on here saying anything about Wack's woman. This is honestly the response from Tee Grizzley. And I'm being honest. Tee Grizzley texts me directly. He's like, yo, bro, I'm just not going to get on your... He's like, because Tee Grizzley told me, he was like, you know what Tee Grizzley told me? I'll tell you right now. He said, the first time he said, Ak, when are you going to stream? Because I want to bet the money and I'm going to add this guy to our FaceTime. I'm FaceTiming with Tee Grizzley. He's like, this guy, he has the understanding and he knows how to explain to people what my side is and to clear my name. He says, Ak, I don't want to get on live with Wack because I think Wack is trying to involve me or get me caught up on some things. And I don't want to get in. He didn't call Wack the feds or nothing, but he was feeling like Wack was going to start doing some things that could be federal in terms of have the police look at him for some shit, right? He didn't mention what. And he's like, I don't want to get in.
I wonder why do everybody that Wack goes at that's major take that standpoint? Like, it feel like Wack trying to get me caught up in, you know what I'm saying, with the figs of some sort, bro. You know what I'm saying, it's evident, bro. You know, Loose Cannon locked up, Brick Baby locked up, Big U locked up. Not saying that Wack 100 had something to do with it, but them are all Wack 100 enemies on this internet. And that's crazy. Now it seems like you trying to make an enemy out of Tee Grizzley. This Akademiks explaining what Tee Grizzley saying to him. That's crazy.
In that circus, but I do want to respond. And he's like, I'm calling you to tell you that I'm down to bet the money, and my response for whatever he's saying, this guy has my response. And I said, yeah, okay, I get that. And I couldn't really press him on, yo, well, why are you not coming on my stream? Because number one, T's an artist. I completely get it. He's just saying that, yo, bro, I just don't want to get into this circus of, okay, I prove that I'm not a snitch, and then he asked me about some other stuff, and then he throws some other stuff in the mix, and now I'm now being investigated by all these people for things that I didn't do. And I'm like, I don't want to know what. I don't know. I don't care to know. I'll just stay out of it. So I said, yeah, you can have somebody respond on your behalf. That's when he tags in this guy in the FaceTime. So he brought him into a 3-way FaceTime. And Dawgface gave me his explanation, which T was on the phone. He agreed with. And I said, all right, cool. And I said, well, I'm going to be streaming later. I said, I'm fair. Dawgface, you could come on stream. You could come on stream. And T, I understand your point. Like, if I wouldn't think Drake would come on stream to defend himself. But if Drake has like his right-hand man that would, or let's say any other artist, and they call me directly and say, call up this guy because this is a guy who I know I fuck with, and he knows what I need to be said, I get it. He's an artist. So, anyway, Wack feels differently. It says, he says, T wants me to build this guy. You're entertained like you're part of their plot. And he screams my woman's name. And I do it. Like, I think he shouldn't bring up Wack's lady, but I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. But I don't know if Wack's gaslighting here. Because he's turned this whole thing to, I'm trying to help platform people talking about his girl. No. That's not the case. And I keep trying to recenter it.
He looking for a reason to go at you now, since you done basically exposed him of using fake paperwork. Actual, watch your back, man.
To you claim this guy cooperated, and they're vehemently saying, we're down to put up $500,000. We didn't cooperate. We're down to bet. And I think that's where I want to keep the or I tried to. Said, tell Tee Grizzley my word. All right, and I don't know if I should read this, but tell Tee Grizzley my word, he will.
Hear what? Let us know what he's saying, man.
Okay, I think I could read these messages. It says, tell Tee Grizzley my word, he will either die or face prison. I don't even know what that means.
What that's supposed to mean, bro? Oh, he's saying, boy, when we bump heads, bro, you either gonna have to kill me or you gonna die. One of the two. I'm taking that as what that is, man. But Akademiks put it on the internet, so if anything goes on, bro, they gonna know exactly who to come to.
You think it's a game, and I see now you're playing with them. And I'm like, wait. I'm not playing with no one. Pause. He's like, I'm not a rapper. They want to play. Let's play. I'll make sure you're in it since nobody cares. Fuck it. They want to play, let's play. I played all the way out. I'm telling you, stop letting these dudes use you against me. And I'm like, I don't think I'm being used against Wack, but I don't know if being fair, I thought I was being fair at first. But, you know, I guess he's like, well, they're using you to slander my woman. Ugh, well, anyway.
You playing in fair.
And, all right, some of these stuff I won't read. And I told him, I was like, yo, Wack, if you really think it's at the point of life and death where you're like, there's a murder about to happen, I'll kind of back up from the situation. I really don't want to keep talking about a situation that you're telling me passionately that you feel like this is about to be a murder situation. Let's back up, right? And, yeah, it's been that. So, like, really, you know, even with all due respect to Dawgface, I haven't even really responded to him much. And it's really that I'm pretty sure he has a platform that he could speak to Wack by himself. But I also don't want to be a puppet for Wack or a puppet for y'all. Especially when Wack is saying, this is no longer about paperwork. This is murder. I'm like, all right, I'm going to exit stage left. Anyway, so, then the next thing, but they sent this to me today, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to call nobody, but I'll play it. And they said, tell Cedi Nash, Flacco, or Wack, I got $50,000 to either of them who could beat me in a 6, 8, or 10-round boxing match. They don't got to put up no money if they win it, walk out with whatever. Now, Cedi Nash has responded on the message. He said, let's do it. So Cedi Nash looked like he's down to do it. By the way, I don't know how Cedi Nash or Flacco gets brought into this, but whatever. Anyway, I'll play this video, then I'll move on because we got topics.
Listen, let me show y'all how much of some bitch-ass niggas these podcasters and YouTubers and talking heads are, right? So Cedi Nash, bitch-ass, coward, bitch, hoe-ass nigga. Poetic Flacco, pussy-ass. Them niggas didn't say one word. It was strangely silent from Flacco land and from Cedi Nash land about the whole thing about Wack 100 producing paperwork on Tee Grizzley. They hadn't said a word. Go back and look at their pages. This shit has been national news. It's been all over the blogs, all over YouTube, all over everything. Cedi Nash didn't say a word until today. Poetic Flacco didn't say a word until a couple of days ago, and they spoke on the airport shit. They didn't speak on the authenticity of the document or lack of. They didn't speak on the authenticity of the second document that he gave Akademiks, which was a court of appeal document for a crime that Tony the Tattletale hadn't even been indicted on, hadn't been arraigned on, and certainly hadn't been found guilty on. They didn't speak on how that paperwork could not have been real because he ain't been charged with nothing yet. So how in the fuck you get to a court of appeal? Both of these intelligent black men, they missed that point. And look at how these niggas are grabbing hold of this shit right now. They're grabbing hold to whether or not it was gangster or not for somebody to snap a picture of Wack 100 bitch ass and this funky bitch ass hoe.
Okay. See,